Hey everyone, it's me again. I just want to hop on here and share more about my IVF journey. It's not really IVF because I'm not trying to get pregnant. I had a few people message me whenever I made the post on Mother's Day or for Mother's Day about the moms that do go through that. I personally am doing the IVF situation right now because I'm trying to grow as many eggs as I can because I'm going to freeze my eggs. So for those that did not see my first video, I was diagnosed with lung cancer and chemo causes severe birth defects. So if I ever want to have another kid, I'm going to have to go via surrogate. I'm going to have to go that route, and I'm okay with that, but I do kind of want at least one more biological child. So enough about that. I was just going to kind of show you what all you get. So whenever you order your drugs or you get your drugs, they send you this little Sharps container. By the way, this is day 5 for me. I'm on my 5th day, and they just added a 3rd injection of cetrotide today. I've never done this one yet, so I don't know how this one's going to feel. But the other 2 that I had been doing, Gonal F. Can you even see that? Oh, that's so bright. But okay, so Gonal F, and then Menopur. So actually this is a new box, so I haven't even opened this one yet. I always do the Menopur first just because it burns a little. I just feel like, you know, getting that one off, or that one out of the way. So, oh, that's stupid, don't want that. Sorry, bear with me. Okay, so during this time, I freaked out because I didn't think that they sent me needles and syringes with the Menopur, but they did. So,
Interesting. Very interesting.
So back to what I was doing. Okay, I said I did Menopur first, right? I'm winging this, you guys. I don't really have a desk, so I'm just using like a box. Cool. So Sharps container, I'm gonna set that over there so I don't drop it. The Menopur has 2 little vials. One of them's powder and one of them's liquid, sodium chloride, if you will. Sorry if this is a long video. I'm trying to show like the whole process. Let's just remove these 2 little plastic caps. Okay, and then first needle is like terrifying. Whenever I was doing my med teachings, y'all, whenever she pulled this needle out, I about shit my pants. Look at the size of this needle. Like, I thought that was going in my stomach, you guys, and I literally about died. I was like, okay, I'm just kidding. I don't want to do it. So, but this is just for mixing purposes. So you go into your liquid vial. Oh God. Pull up about 1 milliliter. They said you can go to 1.5 if it burns too much, but I'll just say, you know, don't be a little bitch.
So there's that. Into the powder. Boop. And then you swirl it around like a cocktail. Until it dissolves. Okay, it's dissolved. And then just get it all back up. Shake it all of it.
Take that needle off into the Sharps container. You know, I'm not 100% sure what I'm supposed to do with that Sharps container when I'm finished. I don't know if I take it to the doctor's office and they'll dispose of it. I don't know if I'm supposed to dispose of it because I don't know what to do with it. But, okay. So, thing you want to do is clean the area. And I do not remember which side I did last night, so I don't know. These are bruises from the injections. The injections really truly don't hurt that bad. We're gonna go on this side. I'm not sure where I went yesterday, but we're just gonna go here. By the way, counting to 3 does nothing whenever you're injecting yourself, you guys. Like, it doesn't help at all. But I'm gonna do it anyways because I'm a baby. 1, 2. Ooh, okay. This one burns a little. So that was the first one. And then we will dispose of this needle in the sharps container. And then we'll do Gonolith. This one's like a one-use thing. Like these are taking up my entire refrigerator right now. So with this one, I do 300 units. So it's kind of like, I think it's maybe like an EpiPen. I don't really know. They said like for diabetics, which that's insulin, not EpiPen, but whatever. So you dial it up, you just twist it like this. 300 as high as it goes. Okay. Just clean the area again real quick. Oh God, that's the most blood I've seen come out of an injection so far. Oh. And this one, like you just push down until this thing that says 300, you probably can't see because it's so bright. It'll say 0. So pinch and 1, 2, 3. Oh God, okay. Okay, so super shout out to the women. I shoved up the alcohol swab, so it's probably gonna burn. Okay, but shout out to the women. Did I do that right? Yes. That have to do this for months, years to have a baby, because it's really not pleasant, but you know, babies are definitely worth it. So now this next one is the one I said I haven't done before, so I don't know what it's gonna be like. And it is this one, Cetrotide. I'm supposed to do 1 full syringe of it. This one's new. So I'm on day 5, and they just added this one today. I'm scared. Okay. So it looks like it's kind of the same thing. There's a little powder vial. Oh God, that was hard. And then, what am I doing? I'm scared. I haven't done this one before. Bear with me. Okay, so then it has one of the scary needles, the big tear. Is that the right one? It's hard to see through these things. Yeah, I think this is the right one. I'm not really sure what I'm doing, you guys. Do I do it like this? Like this? What am I doing? I believe this is just a needle. I don't know how to use the needle. Oh, huh. You twist off. Okay. Sorry. Told y'all. Haven't done this one yet. So this one's the big, oh yeah, that's a big needle. So this one, I'm guessing it's a pre-filled syringe. So yeah, push it all in there, I guess. It squirted me. Swirl, 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 swirl. I actually did these a little bit early. Like, you're supposed to do them around the same time every day. Oh well. I'm only about 20 minutes early. So pull it all back up into the syringe. I feel like a nurse. There's that. Take off the terrifying needle. Put it in the sharps container. I wanted to do all this before the girls got home, otherwise I wouldn't be able to film it. Okay. Please be a much smaller needle. That would be, oh yeah, it's a baby needle. Okay. So one more. 1, 2. I don't know how this one feels yet. I'm scared. Oh God. Okay, it's not bad. Really the worst part, okay, I'm done. The worst part really is like psyching yourself up to stab yourself. But other than that, one burning a little bit, it doesn't, like the injections themselves don't hurt really. It's more just, it's, you know, a mental thing. So that is the whole process, I think. I have 2 more different other medications they'd sent me to that I'm not sure when I'll be using those yet. One of them I know is like it's called a something trigger. It's a trigger, and you're supposed to do it exactly 36 hours before you're having the egg retrieval. So before I have the surgery, which should be sometime next week. It's usually like a 9 to 10 day process. And if you're wondering, typically freezing your eggs costs between like $10,000 to $15,000. Really around like $10,000. If you want to freeze embryos, then that's more along like $15,000. I chose not to do embryos because I am single. I could have got like a sperm donor and do it that way, which I was going to ask one of my friends to donate sperm, but there's like this whole long process they have to go through, and you have to go through like, they have to go through like a psych evaluation, and you have to meet with lawyers and all that. And because of my time frame, because I need to do all this before I start chemo, I don't have time for that. So I just decided to freeze just eggs. And then if one day I want to get a sperm donor, if I am still single and I still want another baby, then I'll do it that way, or because then I'll have more time. Right now I just need to get everything started and going because of, I'm not starting my chemo until this is finished. You can't start chemo until this is all done. So a lot of people, especially my dad, is like, thinks this is stupid that I'm even doing this. But you all, I was so heartbroken whenever I heard that I couldn't have any more babies. I was so heartbroken. So yes, even though I have kids, once you have, you'll understand. If you don't have kids and you don't understand, it's because you don't have kids. Like, I feel like I got gypped a lot out of, which I won't ever have a pregnancy experience, like a normal pregnancy experience. My experience with the girls was very abnormal. For those that know me or those that have watched previous videos of mine, my pregnancy and their birth and everything was just so abnormal. So, but I did want, I would love to have the relationship side of it, like, raising a baby with somebody. So that is why I'm doing this. Plus, I'm single, you guys, and like I have a lot of baggage as it is. So can you imagine like going on a date and being like, so I have twins and cancer and I can't have any more babies. Like, how much baggage is that? Not that I would ever say that on a date. I like to be upfront with people. But anyways, that's why I'm doing it. A lot of people were confused as to why I was doing it. They thought I was trying to have another baby right now. No, I'm not. That's not why I'm doing it. I'm strictly doing this because for the possibility of me ever having another biological child, this is the route I'm going to have to take. So that was the process. I hope that helped maybe somebody that was wondering about it. And if there is a cancer patient watching this, so I said like the price is usually between like 10 to 15,000, but because of the circumstances, the Live Strong organization paid for all my medication, which is about half the cost. So I got, at that point I was like, it's almost, how do you pass that up? Like, it's cheap in my opinion, if it's cost me $5,000 to do this, and then to keep your eggs frozen, it's $500 a year, but that's included in the first cost. So the first year's included in the cost of the surgery. So yeah, if you have any other questions about it, you can ask me. Like, I'm still new to it, and it's a really fast process. So I just started on Friday, and then I should be today's Tuesday, probably Monday or Tuesday of next week is when I'll be having the surgery. So it's really only like a 10 to 15 day process. So there's all that. Sorry, this was a much longer video than I intended it to be. Thank you for bearing with me. Thank you all for being interested. Thank you for watching if you made it this far. Love you all.